Okay, I gotta change my spot, but here is the garden. So these vines right here, I'm most excited about because I will be able to replace this destroyed, I guess it's just a current shade, but this vine, I'm so excited because I got a jasmine, purple jasmine, or yellow jasmine on the left and a purple snail on the right. And as you can see, the snail, I don't know if you can zoom on live. You can. Sweet. I have my first flower. Pretty excited. My wife was loving that. Okay, so as a whole, just a quick pan of the whole garden. We got our, well, I'll go through the details, but we've got lots of vegetables coming right through this section. And then I got 50 feet of blackberries along the back wall. And I have on this corner, I have my strawberry tower. So let me go show you up close on that one. This is kind of fun, especially how red some of these are getting. Look at that beauty. And that one right there. It's hard to film this with the light. Anyway, yum. Yes, I'm so excited for those. And then you'll see some popping up here. But yeah, there's like 45 plants in here. I lost a few, so I'm probably closer to 40. And then I'll refill some of these down here. I love this part where you get these runners. So if you notice right here, this strawberry plant, the mother plant right here, brought over a runner to this spot, which I planted it. I haven't separated yet. And then it also brought another runner. And that's what it looks like when it shoots off another one. So I can plant this part right here into one of the empty spots that died at the bottom, and that will be another strawberry plant. So I could drop that down here in one of these holes right here that got messed, that I lost one over the summer when it wasn't watering enough, or I could put it right here. But anyway, I love my strawberries. So as you can see, there's some dead ones in the back here that wasn't watering enough during the summer. And then there's a lot of scraggly that I need to train. And you can see up close how I have a lot of fishing wires just kind of running throughout. It's kind of a web over in this corner. This corner is always, you can see as I'm standing here in the corner, it's hard to reach even to this very first one. So I kind of brought the webbing a lot closer to me so that when it grows and fills out, it'll be to about here where it's easy to reach. So I don't have to step all inside of here. And anyway, so that's how I got that worked out when I fill it back up. It used to be full, but I wasn't watering enough in the summer and I was gone for a little while. So I'll be cutting some of that back right now, ripping it out. And then as you can see right here, this whole section right here, I've trained it. I just did that like last week. I moved in a lot of the scraggly pieces, so it's flush, versus right here it's just kind of going everywhere. So that's what it looks like during the growth seasons when it starts to pop out everywhere. And then you got to take some time and just kind of show your plant where you want it to go. And yes, they are pokey, so I will be putting on some gloves in a minute to do that. And as you can see, this whole line right here has flowers. These are all 5-inch, 4 to 5 inch pots that fit right in my little wall. And look at that blackberry plant is coming right out of this tiny little hole. Crazy. They are so awesomely aggressive that they go pretty much everywhere. But you can see all my what do you call it? All these flowers, and I'm so excited to see. I got some mushrooms growing down there. Well, it's definitely not underwatering now. But anyway, you can see all these 50 different individual pots. And I'm excited to see those blossom. They were supposed to go in about a month, but I don't know about you guys, but any seed packet I've ever grown for the last year, it seems like whatever it tells you it's going to do, like this one happened to say like 30 to, I think it was 30 to 40 days, it would go from seed to flowering. Not even close. It's been a month, and they're barely finally looking like this is my healthiest one, and it's not even close. It'll probably be another month and a half before these things turn into flowers, but they'll be pretty all the same, so I'm not too unhappy about it. So any suggestions for what I could put around the tree right here? I love flowers. I love vegetable gardening. But yeah, I'm gonna throw something in right there. It's still great spot to grow some stuff. And then, all right, we'll dive deeper into the vegetable garden now. So I did a test. So you can see my tomatoes, tomato right here and the tomatoes right here. They were started at the exact same time earlier this year in March. The problem is here in Arizona, it gets so hot, up to 110 degrees out in the summer, that it was just nuking this plant. It was completely yellow, as you can kind of see the plant down here. It's a little discolored and lightened. It was hurting and doing real bad. So I eventually threw a shade over it, but this one has always been in the shade because there's no sun in this corner right here. The wall, everything protects it. So this has always been protected in the shade, and look how healthy these, I know it's kind of messy because it's connected to the blackberries, but you can see how healthy and dark green compared to some of these areas over here. But it's coming back. I'm happy because if I go to the top, it's very dark green again because, like I said, I had a big shade structure right here from my tree all the way through the wall. So I created a big shade for the entire garden. And honestly, I think I probably should have kept it there a little longer because look at these tomatoes. I think they're it's still a little bit warm out. It's still up in the 80s, and it's going like yellow. So I'm not exactly sure if that's just due to the heat or if it's getting overwatered. It's definitely not underwatered. I'm doing about somewhere around 6 minutes with these kind of drippers right here, and they're like an umbrella spray, so they're every like foot in the garden, and it covers the whole area. In fact, I'll turn it on so you can see, but it's pretty excessive on the amount of water it puts out. I even measured it in a milk carton, and it did about a gallon of water in 5 minutes. So plenty of water. But this the back on the back wall, hard to see. Snap peas. Over here it's a lot better. You see the snap peas, and just today I took the time and put in these bamboo green stakes or sticks, whatever you call them, and I also added another fishing wire at the bottom. You can see this fishing wire right here. As I wiggle it, you can see all of them moving around, and the reason for that is so that it can make it easier for these 4-inch to start being trained to go up and grab onto everything that I have hanging from the wall. These little strings, the bamboo sticks, and eventually that will fill up the whole wall and make it look pretty. And it'll be fun to eat. The kids love eating the snap peas right off the vines. So I did buy plants this season, and I really got attacked by something, but I think it's finally going away, whatever was in here. Tried putting some bug spray and stuff, and I'm not so sure it helped or not. But anyway, oh, that's hard to reach. And then along the inside of the wall, you can see a bunch of carrots all the way down, and this is 30 feet in my raised bed, so 30 feet of carrots along the whole inside path and around the vines at the end. So that's pretty fun. And then we have some dinosaur kale. I'm going to do some marigolds right between, so do some companionship gardening here. Marigold right here between the broccoli, and I got 6 broccolis, and I'll eventually start pulling out some of those extra marigolds. And then the Romaine lettuce right here. First time really growing with romaine, so it's kind of funny looking to me compared to what it looks like when you buy them in a store. Cauliflowers with also companionship marigolds in between. I've got so many growing, and another thing I got going on here is I have pomegranate seeds dropping in to the garden, so it's hard to tell when they're really small which ones are which. So when they get a little bigger, I'll pull out all the extras and get rid of the pomegranate seeds that keep popping up. And then over here we got some spinach, 3 spinach plants, and then this one's fun. If you haven't ever done this, and the apple mint. This one's fun because I thought it would be like my basil, the big basil plant that's right there. But it turns out it's totally different. It has these, like, right there, it's hooked in the ground. I planted it right over here and right over here, just 2 plants. And just in a couple weeks, it's already growing, and it's like a spider web. It hooks into the ground and keeps digging and digging and digging and keeps going. So you can see it keeps going, and then it'll start popping up everywhere. So it's pretty fun how it just spreads out and gives you a whole lot more space. Like, there's the tip of it. It's kind of like a snake. It'll dive into the ground, soil right there, and start popping up everywhere. So that's pretty fun. And they smell so good. I like popping one of these little leaves in my mouth just to get a little mint flavor. But yeah, train this going upward and get that going in the right direction, and eventually start building the area to have it hook up here above and do its thing. So let me know if you have any questions on anything, and be happy to respond to them in just a little bit. All right. Hope you enjoy the tour, and let me know where you're gardening from, because I know here in the desert we have at least another good 6 to 8 months of good gardening during this time of the year. It doesn't really stop for us during the winter. So, well, peace out and have a great day. All right, see ya.